15 Consequences of Unmanaged Environment-Related Stress. As said before, chronic stress can have a severe impact on our lives. Sometimes we think it's easier to just ignore the stress, to bottle it up in the hopes that when things eventually change, we'll feel better. But this is a dangerous strategy and one that leaves you vulnerable to a whole host of things beyond your control. Environment-related stress, left unmanaged, can have very real consequences on your mental and physical health. Let's look at 15 of these consequences and how stress plays a factor in them. Cardiovascular disease, prolonged exposure to environmental stressors, such as air pollution, noise pollution, and traffic, can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease, including heart attacks and strokes. Research has shown that long-term exposure to air pollution is linked to a higher risk of heart disease and stroke. Bhatnagar, 2017. Respiratory issues. Exposure to pollution and other environmental stressors can cause respiratory issues such as asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Studies have found that exposure to particulate matter, nitrogen dioxide, and ozone, which are common air pollutants, is linked to an increased risk of respiratory diseases. Bhatnagar, 2017. Anxiety and depression. Environmental stress can lead to anxiety and depression, which can have a significant impact on an individual's quality of life. Studies have shown that exposure to natural disasters, traumatic events, and other environmental stressors can increase the risk of anxiety and depression. Makwana, 2019. Digestive problems. Environmental stress can cause digestive problems such as irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and ulcers. Research has found that stress can lead to changes in gut bacteria, which can contribute to digestive issues. Kuncharek et al., 2011. Insomnia. Environmental stress can interfere with sleep, leading to insomnia and other sleep disorders. Studies have shown that exposure to noise pollution, such as traffic noise or construction noise, can disrupt sleep and lead to insomnia. Halprin, 2014. Cognitive impairment. Prolonged exposure to environmental stressors, such as noise pollution and air pollution, can lead to cognitive impairment and memory problems. Research has found that exposure to traffic noise can impair cognitive function, including memory and attention. Paul et al., 2019. Headaches and migraines. Exposure to environmental stressors such as noise and pollution can cause headaches and migraines. Studies have found that exposure to noise pollution, for example, can increase the risk of headaches and migraines. Lee et al., 2018. Skin issues. Exposure to environmental stressors such as pollution can cause skin issues such as rashes and acne. Research has shown that air pollution can damage the skin, leading to premature aging, acne, and other skin conditions. Anderson et al., 2021. Weight gain. Environmental stress can lead to weight gain and obesity by disrupting the body's hormonal balance and metabolism. Research has found that chronic stress can increase levels of cortisol, a hormone that regulates metabolism, leading to weight gain and other metabolic disorders. Kumar et al., 2019. Substance abuse. Individuals may turn to substance abuse as a way to cope with environmental stress. Research has found that exposure to environmental stressors, such as natural disasters, can increase the risk of substance abuse and addiction. Corey et al., 2010. Lowered immune system. Prolonged exposure to environmental stressors such as air pollution and noise pollution can weaken the immune system, making individuals more vulnerable to infections and illnesses. Studies have found that exposure to air pollution can suppress the immune system and increase the risk of respiratory infections. Kivamaki, 2018. Musculoskeletal disorders. Environmental stress can cause musculoskeletal disorders such as back pain and tension headaches. Research has found that exposure to physical stressors such as repetitive motions or prolonged sitting can increase the risk of musculoskeletal disorders. Green, 2008. Reproductive problems. Environmental stress can lead to reproductive problems such as infertility and menstrual irregularities. Studies have found that exposure to environmental toxins, such as pesticides and endocrine disruptors, can interfere with reproductive function. Kumar et al., 2019. Increased risk of cancer. Prolonged exposure to environmental stressors can increase the risk of cancer, especially lung cancer and skin cancer. Research has found that exposure to environmental toxins such as tobacco smoke, asbestos, and ultraviolet radiation can increase the risk of cancer. Parsa, 2012. Premature aging. Environmental stress can accelerate the aging process, leading to premature wrinkles, gray hair, and other signs of aging. Studies have found that exposure to environmental stressors such as pollution and ultraviolet radiation can damage the skin and accelerate aging. Vierkater and Krutman, 2012. Stress is no joke, and certainly nothing to take lightly. Our bodies do a miraculous job under pressure, but we can't forget that this pressure is meant to be regulated. Over long periods, environment-related stress will erode your well-being. Take the time to learn and spot the signs of environmental stress in your life. This way you will be better prepared to avoid any unnecessary consequences along the way. Tomorrow we'll be discussing 8 benefits of managing environment-related stress. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.